Happy New Year, everyone! We hope you enjoyed the holiday season and that your year is off to a great start. Today I'll be discussing a topic that's still fresh in the minds of many Houstonians: flood insurance. For those of you who were spared by Hurricane Harvey, the question is probably still looming in your head. Should I buy flood insurance? Now, me being an insurance agent, the obvious and completely biased answer is yes, you should absolutely buy flood insurance. But I want to impart some knowledge about how flood insurance works so that you can decide whether it's a worthwhile investment for you. For starters, it is important to note that flood insurance is not included as part of a homeowner's, dwelling fire, or renter's insurance policy, nor can it be added onto these policies. It is always sold as a completely separate policy. Flood insurance is also limited in what is actually covered. Flood policies only provide coverage for the building and the contents inside of the building. Unlike a standard homeowners or dwelling fire policy, flood policies do not provide loss of use or loss of rents coverage. This means if your home, rental property, or even your business are damaged from a flood, the policy will not pay for any living arrangements while the property is being repaired, nor will it pay for any loss of rental or business income. Now, this may deter some of you from purchasing flood insurance, but when it comes to something as disastrous as a flood, even having limited coverage is better than none at all, especially given the circumstances that so many Houstonians found themselves in after Harvey. Our office is located in the Energy Corridor, right behind Memorial Drive and Highway 6, which is where the reservoirs were released. The entire area was inaccessible for 3 weeks. While our office building didn't incur any water damage, the surrounding neighborhoods weren't so lucky. We tried getting to the office using the back streets, but were greeted by high waters and these signs. At least the residents had a sense of humor about it. So, I live right behind the office, and my entire complex was flooded. Luckily, my unit is on the second floor, so only my stairwell was damaged. Let's take a look. So as you can see, construction is still ongoing, and it's been over 4 months since Harvey struck. Now, I only have a basic renter's insurance policy, so if I had been living on the first floor, all of my belongings would have been gone. There were many close calls for a lot of Houstonians, and even those that were spared were definitely on edge after the storm had passed. Many of our clients called inquiring about flood insurance, and most were prudent enough to purchase the policy right then and there. But some decided to wait until the next hurricane season rolls around. Now, this may seem reasonable, but there are 2 reasons why this is not a good idea. First off, flood insurance has a 30-day waiting period, which means that it only goes into effect 30 days after it's purchased. So, if you decide to wait until August to purchase a policy, which is peak hurricane season, you will not be covered until a month later, and at that point, it'll be way too late. Second, flood insurance is administered by the government through the National Flood Insurance Program, or NFIP, which means that flood insurance rates are predetermined and don't fluctuate unless the NFIP imposes a rate change. This past September, the NFIP issued a bulletin right after the hurricane season ended, indicating that flood insurance rates were expected to rise beginning April of this year. Rates are expected to increase by 18% or more for existing policyholders and will be even more expensive for new purchasers who previously did not carry flood insurance. As you can see, there are several different factors to consider when purchasing flood insurance. While it has its limitations, a standard flood policy costs far less than your average home or property insurance policy and provides coverage for the most common peril that Houstonians face: flooding. I hope you found this episode helpful. If you have any questions, please contact our office today, and one of our staff will be more than happy to assist you in obtaining a flood insurance quote. If you like this episode, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow our blog on our website to stay up to date with all of our content. Hope you all have a great week and a happy new year.